Well, tonight we're following two major headlines. The first, a suspect is in custody in connection with 4 stabbings on the 16th Street Mall this weekend.
Then an Aurora apartment complex thrust into the national spotlight amid concerns over gang activity, now being ordered by a judge to shut down.
All right, glad you're with us for Denver 7 News at 10 this Monday night. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Jessica Porter. We want to begin with the latest developments from a series of stabbings on 16th Street over the weekend. 2 people were killed and 2 others hurt Saturday and Sunday evenings. The attacks stretching from Union Station all the way down to Tremont Place.
Now, the suspect in all 4 of these stabbings arrested late last night. He is 24-year-old Elijah Cotto. He was in Denver County Court this morning, and police tell us all the attacks appear to be random and unprovoked.
We want to go now to Denver 7's Colette Bordelon along the 16th Street Mall.
And Colette, a lot more police presence out there tonight.
And there's expected to be increased security here for the foreseeable future. So on Saturday night, like you guys were saying, 3 people stabbed within 1 hour and 8 blocks of each other here along the 16th Street Mall. Then on Sunday, police saw a suspect matching the description of the man that they believed to be responsible for those stabbings and carrying a long butcher-style knife, running. This was closer to the Union Station area. They arrested him before they had even found out a 4th person was stabbed. And now tonight, we're learning more about the suspect's criminal history here in Colorado, including why he was released from jail just a few months ago.
I feel like this could have been avoided, and it wasn't.
4 people stabbed, 2 dead in the heart of Denver over the weekend, and police believe it all comes back to one 24-year-old man, Elijah Caudill.
I'd encountered him a few times on the property. On this day specifically, I caught him going to the bathroom inside of the trash enclosure.
This is Corey Ellison, who was working as a maintenance director in Westminster in 2021.
During that period of time, we were having a pretty significant homeless problem in the area.
We're talking to Ellison tonight because of what happened after he asked Caudill to leave that property a little over 3 years ago.
I thought he was leaving the property, but he didn't. As I was walking back to my truck, I happened to hear a noise, and when I turned around, he was a foot away from me, just swinging a knife wildly.
He called the police. Caudill was arrested and charged. It's one of several cases we're learning about as part of his criminal history.
His first law enforcement contact was in 2016. His first Denver law enforcement contact was in 2018. He did have a felony conviction for which he served some DOC time and was discharged in 2023.
Denver Police Chief Ron Thomas continued to say Caudill was placed into detox in January of 2024 before an incident with a staffer that sent him back to jail. Court records show he was granted a PR bond to be released from the Denver County Jail in November, so he could be transferred to a program called Bridges. That program connects defendants to a number of services, including mental health support.
We've had no contact with him since his release in November.
Is it safe to say he was on your radar?
No, I actually don't think it's safe to say that he is on our radar. I mean, he certainly has had law enforcement contacts in the metro area, but not someone that has a violent history, not someone that we would have been watchful for, certainly.
I have a weird sense of guilt for some reason that I can't really put a finger on, that I could have done more. I don't know what it would have been.
It's a feeling Ellison can't shake.
I just feel like there was a missed opportunity.
Denver Mayor Mike Johnston stressing that downtown is still a safe place to come and visit. He pointed to data showing crime has actually trended down in the area recently, and other stats that show businesses along the mall have been doing more business in the last few months than they have in the past few years. He doesn't want to see that stop. Live in downtown Denver, Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
All right, Colette, thank you. The stabbings have brought renewed attention to public safety downtown. Denver City Councilman Chris Hines, who represents downtown, tells us ongoing construction and a lack of security coordination between different entities seems to be contributing to the safety problems. He says while police data show violent crime has indeed fallen, he knows many people have a perception that crime is up, and that keeps people from coming downtown.
If people don't perceive that, if people perceive that there's lawlessness or they feel fear for their safety, then they don't want to go places.
Hines is planning a virtual town hall next month where members of the public can share their concerns about safety in downtown with city officials.
After this news broke over the weekend, we heard from Denver 7 viewers who told us the 16th Street Mall has not been safe for a long time, and we wanted to look into those claims. So we used the Denver Police Crime Map data to pull from in and around that area. Over the last year, there have been more than 350 criminal offenses. Those include 93 cases of larceny, 15 aggravated assaults, and 18 cases of other crimes against people.
And this is not the first high-profile crime on the 16th Street Mall. This summer, 3 people were shot and injured in broad daylight. This was near 16th and Wine Coop near Union Station. A juvenile suspect approached one of the victims for an unknown reason, then a struggle ensued before shots were fired. The juvenile suspect was arrested and faces charges of attempted first-degree murder. And then you'll recall this made national headlines in 2016. A homeless man from Indiana, Clarence Seeley, attacking people with a pipe. And he told Denver 7 that he suffers from schizophrenia. He had only been in Colorado for a week before this happened. He said he came here actually to legally use medical marijuana. As Seeley claimed that attack was in self-defense.